Alright, let's talk about what's happening right now. Because for the first time in 2 years, the skies over Gaza are quiet. No rockets, no airstrikes, no alarms. Just the hum of bulldozers and the sound of people walking back to homes that don't exist anymore. Yeah, Gaza City is literally in ruins. But this moment could be the start of something historic. Because the Israel-Hamas truce is holding, and world leaders, including Donald Trump, are preparing to meet in Egypt for what's being called the ceasefire summit of the century. Let's unpack this, because beneath all the political showmanship, the story isn't just about peace, it's about power, politics, and what happens when 2 years of war finally stop. 2 years of war have left Gaza looking like a post-apocalyptic movie. Except it's not a movie, it's real life. More than 67,000 Palestinians have been killed since October 2023. Over 170,000 wounded. And now, tens of thousands of displaced families are returning to nothing. Imagine that. Coming home and finding your home gone. No walls, no roof, no street, just dust and memories. And yet, they're coming back. Because even in ruins, home is still home. Meanwhile, in Washington, Donald Trump is getting ready to make his grand entrance. Yeah, you heard it right. Trump is heading to Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, the same place where world leaders once met to discuss climate change. Except this time, the planet on fire isn't metaphorical, it's Gaza. And here's a big question. Is this truce actually the beginning of peace? Or just another photo op? Because if you follow Middle East politics, and let's be honest, most people only tune in when missiles start flying. You know how this goes. There's always a peace plan, there's always a summit, and there's always a handshake in front of too many flags. But this time, there's a twist. This 20-point plan reportedly has a clear end game. The establishment of a Palestinian state. Wait, what? Did Trump, the man who moved the US embassy to Jerusalem, just endorse a Palestinian state? Well, kinda. According to reports, this plan is being co-chaired by Trump and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. And get this, over 20 heads of state are expected to attend. We are talking France, Italy, the UN chief, basically everyone who's ever tried to fix the Middle East and left with a headache. But here's the crazy part. Unlike previous American peace plans, this one has a timeline. It starts with a truce, and it ends, at least on paper, with Palestinian state. Now, that sounds bold, ambitious, even historic. But let's be real, boldness isn't the same as progress. Because every time you hear Palestinian state, someone in the Israeli cabinet freaks out, someone in Hamas calls it a trap, and someone in Washington says, we'll see how it goes. This is the same script we have seen since the 1990s. Except this time, there's rubble instead of roads. Right now, bulldozers are working every time in Gaza City, clearing debris, opening roads, trying to make space for the living.